Welcome to everyone. Today we will learn shortest distance between the two skew lines in three-dimensional geometry chapter. So we'll see how to find the shortest distance between the two skew lines. Before that, we have to know what is skew lines, right? First, we have to know the definition of skew lines. Skew lines are nothing but what? Those two lines never meet each other. They won't interact. Otherwise, nothing but the two lines doesn't intersect. They never meet each other in a space. Okay, let us consider the two lines. Say L1 and L2 are the two skew lines in the space. We need to find the shortest distance. And we know that the shortest distance between two lines is nothing but the perpendicular distance between the two lines. So suppose take out there is a point A whose coordinates are x1, y1 and z1, which is present on line L1, and there is one more point, say it is B, whose coordinates are x2, y2 and z2. So the position vector of a point A with respect to origin O is there. So we will get a vector, say A1. A1 is a vector which is a position vector of a point A, and say from point B we will take one more vector, say it is A2. Clear? So my A1 vector is given by simply x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap, and my A2 vector is given by x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. So the vectors corresponds with A point and B point. Okay. Now I'm going to join these 2 points A and B. Join the 2 points here. Join A point as well as B point. So now we need to find the shortest distance between these two lines, which is perpendicular distance. So see here. Let us draw these. Let us suppose take this is the shortest distance between the two lines L1 and L2, which is both perpendicular one. Clear? So the shortest distance is nothing but the perpendicular distance between the two lines. Say this distance is D. This is the shortest distance. We know that from previous concepts, the line passing through the point A and parallel to the line. So let us take out there is a one more line here B. B is a line parallel to the line L1. For this condition, I'll take it as B1, and consider one more line B2, which is parallel to the line L2. Say this line is what? B2. So let us take out A1, B1, C1 are the direction cosines of this B1 line. So I will get B1 as A1 I cap plus A2, sorry, B, B1 J cap. Let me erase this. A1 I cap, B1 J cap plus C1 K cap. And another line B2 is given by A2 I cap plus B2 J cap plus C2 K cap, where A1, B1, C1 are the direction ratios of B1 vector, and A2, B2, C2 are the direction ratios of B2 line, right? Now, for your recapitulation, look at. Let us take out there is a one vector A is here and there is one more vector B here. If we draw the perpendicular distance like this, if you draw the perpendicular distance like this, then this distance is the what? Projection of A vector on B vector. This distance is projection of A vector on B vector. So in this case we find projection of A on B is simply given by A dot B divided by its magnitude. Similarly here, and one more concept we know that, let us suppose take out, there is a vector A is here and there is a vector B. If you do the cross product of A and B vector, the cross product of A and B vector is simply gives you one perpendicular line. Okay. The cross product of two vector always give you one perpendicular line. That is perpendicular vector. Here this vector, is, if we go on to increase extend like this, that is perpendicular to both b1 and b2 also. This vector is simply represented by what? The cross product of b1 and b2. Nothing but the perpendicular vector. The perpendicular vector is a result of what? Cross product of the two vectors. ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. That's what this vector simply is denoted by what? b1 cross b2. b1 cross b2. Okay na? Now see this one, this vector from point A to point B, I will get a vector simply nothing but x2 minus x1i, y2 minus y1j and z2 minus z1k. Nothing but simply a2 vector minus a1 vector. a2 vector minus a1 vector. Okay. Now we'll see how to extend the formula for shortest distance between the two skew lines L1 and L2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎ ಇಂದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇದೆ? a2 minus a1 ಇದೆ. And this is the D is the shortest distance between the two skew lines. Right? This is the shortest distance between the two skew lines. See here, it is also perpendicular and it is also perpendicular. From this concept, the projection of A on B is here. Here this distance is projection of A2 minus A1 on B1 cross B2. Therefore, the shortest distance D is given by A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 divided by magnitude of B1 cross B2. Please try to understand here. A2 minus A1 is like my A vector, and B1 cross B2 is like my B vector. So projection of A on B andre ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? A dot B divided by magnitude of B ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So this shortest distance, ಈ shortest distance D ಅನ್ನೋದು A2 minus A1 vector projection ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. On which vector? B1 cross B2. Okay na? Likewise, I will show the figure here. Let us take out, this is your vector A2 minus A1, and there is a one more vector, say it is B1 cross B2. Okay, now I will draw the perpendicular distance like this. Okay, this distance is projection of A2 minus A1 on B1 cross B2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Nothing but A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 divided by its magnitude. ಯಾವ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾ? So this is the concept we have to know here. So skew lines is nothing but what? The two lines which doesn't meet each other. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಟೂ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ದೋಸ್ ಟೂ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ರೈಟ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಶಾರ್ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನ್ರಿ ಸಿಕ್ತು? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 divided by magnitude of B1 cross B2. Since the distance cannot be negative, therefore we will put modulus to it. We will make modulus on it. Therefore, I will make modulus to that. Clear? So A1 is nothing but what? A1 vector is nothing but x1i, y1j, z1k ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Because point A is what x1 y1 z1 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ a1 vector will be x1i y1j z1k ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And a2 will be x2i y2j z2k because a2 is the position vector of a point B whose coordinates are x2 y2 and z2. And b1 vector, b1 is the parallel vector to the line L1. b1 is the parallel line to the line L1. Clear? So b1 line direction ratios ಏನಿದೆ a1 b1 c1 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ b1 vector will be what a1i b1j c1k ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And b2 is the line which is parallel to the line L2 whose direction ratios are a2 b2 c2 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ b2 line will be a2i b2j c2k ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? We know that how to find the dot product, but how to find the cross product here? So b1 cross b2, b1 cross b2, already we know how to find the cross product of two vectors. b1 cross b2 will be simply it is I cap j cap k cap. b1 vector components ಏನಿದೆ a1 b1 c1. So I will write here a1 b1 c1 and the b2 vector will be a2 b2 c2. So one condition you have to remember that L1 is the line whose equation will be given by r is equal to a1 vector. So ಆ ಲೈನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, a ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಅಂದ್ರೆ a1 ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ a1 plus lambda times of b1. And line L2 equation ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ in vector form, that is r is equal to a2 plus lambda times of b2. Clear? a1 is the position vector of a point a ಇರುತ್ತೆ, a2 is the position vector of a point b ಇರುತ್ತೆ. This is simply nothing but what? How to find the shortest distance between the two skew lines. So magnitude nothing but what? b1 cross b2, you will get one vector, find its magnitude. Simple. Hope all of you understood this.